identified several problems, not with expenditures in the rec department, but with revenues at the rec department. As identified in this paragraph, for several years the rec department was levying user fees on users of the rec department activities, and the superintendent was redirecting that money out of the general fund where it would normally belong into the recreation activities fund, calling it general program money, when in fact it was really general fund appropriation money that should have been put back to the general fund. We've proposed an adjustment to the treasurer's office that we'll seek the Board of Aldermen's approval on in moving that money back to the general fund at some point in the future.
Go ahead.
Do we know about how much money we're talking here?
$31,948. The superintendent essentially levied a $3 fee on every player in every sport to recoup that rec track money and then build this reserve fund in the rec activities fund. I had several discussions with people over the last 2 weeks about who sets fees, how charges are expensed. It seems that historically, many years ago, the Board of Aldermen gave the rec department some freedom to set fees in order to cover costs for some recreation activities. And it appears that that just, quite frankly, snowballed into the rec department feeling they had some great discretion over what they did, their own discretion without oversight. And then, if I can continue, Chris?
Please, yes.
This is further complicated because for the rec department, there is also a cash account in the general fund that holds both restricted donations, fiduciary monies, and profit from overbooked trips managed by the rec department. And there's about $15,000 of money in that account for which there is no clear record how much is restricted, how much is profit, how much is fiduciary money. It was, I think, for many years held by the rec department in their own checkbook. They had the checkbook at the rec department. The treasurer took that over a couple of years ago, I think, to the good, but the issues related to that cash have not been resolved. Well, I think it's everybody's job. I don't think you can point at a person and say, oh, the president of the board of the alderman was responsible for that, or the treasurer was responsible for that. I think there is a general understanding that all municipal employees have this fiduciary obligation to put monies where they belong. Quite frankly, I think there was some ambiguity in how much latitude the rec department superintendent had. He was given direction by the Board of Aldermen to set fees for some activities to cover costs, and in some cases even create a small profit so that they could cover additional costs. I think that just got carried away a little bit on his part. This $3 fee thing was his extension of that.